Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Here is the Land. It's our Land Rover. It's our Land Rover. He's started doing some off-road modifications. Now, although this looks pretty off-roady, it actually isn't. This one actually isn't that off-roady. So last night we actually went to buy some. Let me get them out. We went to buy some proper off-roady wheels and tyres. So we've got some. These are 30 for the Land Rover, boys. These are 33 inches. Now, let me have a bit of a conversation. Why do you feel the need to have your own way of measuring tyres? The original way works fine. 235, 35, 18. That works fine. But no, you have to go and change it to inches. But it doesn't make sense. Like, what's 33? I don't know. These are 33 inches. So these are pretty aggressive. So we got some of these. And buying these, I met a guru. We're going to call him Guru Cade, because he's a TD5 guru. And he said, if you bring your Landy, I'll go over everything. Tell you what needs to be done, tell you what's good, etc. Tell you what you need to buy, etc, etc. We've actually got a list of things here that we need to do. And I've actually ordered a lot of parts, including like more lift kits and things. So we're actually going to start cracking on with this list today and fixing some of the things and doing some of the mods. But first of all, I need to get rid of this sticker. Oh, for God's sake. It's shit vinyl. Nope, I'm not spending all day doing that without a heat gun. That can piss off. We're not taking the stickers off. Okay, first of all, we're going to put these tyres on because it's going to give us like more lift to do the other job. So let's get these tyres on. The only issue is that obviously that's a disco wheel. This, I didn't even notice. This is. I don't know if this is what they call a modular or it's just a spare wheel. But there's only one on there, and if you see, the wheel nuts are different. Worst case scenario, we can just put 4 on each wheel and then find another 5, so they will go on, but I just want to just take one off here and one off here and just see what the hell's going on, because they look massively different than them. Well, this is quite scary. I've never 27 I've never worked on anything this big in my life. I've definitely never even took wheels of anything this big in my life. So 27mm, how tight are they? Oh, not tight at all. You know, shit me. Okay, so we have got 5. So we're going to choose. So these two I've kept there. That one's really flat. He said some of them might be flat because they've just been sat for so long. So let's choose the best 5. So these two, well, that one's not got a valve in it, so it's definitely not that one. It's got to be this one and this one there. I'll check the tyre pressure on these. That one's at like 20, that one's at like 19. So we're going to put them up to that. Which takes forever, by the way, because there's so much air in there. I can't believe I'm making a video how to change wheels. It's pretty scary though, lads, when it's this big, trust me. Just get it enough. Get it in the air enough to change the wheels over. Right, to be fair, one of the other things, I was just going to do this when I've got the wheels on, but I think it makes sense to do it when the wheels off. See these, the drop links? We're going to remove those. We're going to remove the drop links. And we're going to remove the anti-roll bar at the front. Roading sense, it's not good because it's not going to let this side axle drop as far as the other one. It's going to keep it kind of relative. So we need to get these off. We're going to take these anti-roll bars off. But let's get this drop link off here. There's a bolt here. We can either just take the drop link off and remove the anti-roll bar, or we can actually take the anti-roll bar from here as well. But let's just see. Now this side's jacked up, it's probably going to be a bit of a bastard. But let's just see, let's just try and get this one off and just let's just see how we get on. It's a 19mm for the bottom. It is coming off nice. What I'm worried about, because this side's jacked up and the other side isn't, I'm worried that it's not going to slide out because it's just going to have the ball joint at a weird angle. But it seems like it's undoing okay, so I should be able to whack it out. So we'll get it off the axle, and then we'll just unbolt the anti-roll bar here. I'm pretty sure it's just the 2 10mm, whatever there, and the whole anti-roll bar should come off. And that's just going to help each wheel do its own thing when we're off-roading. So we just had to grip the back of the ball joint because it was spinning. Hopefully we can whack that out with a hammer now. If not, I might have to just jack the car down a little bit until it's even and then knock it out. There we go. Anti-roll bars off. Awesome. One step closer to the edge. And I'm not about to brake actually, so it's actually been quite nice to work on so far. Hello. Right, anyway, back to the tyres. Oh yeah. Uh-oh, clearance issues. Look, what a beast. Holy shit. There this is the thing. Guru Cade said we're gonna need some more lift, it's gonna hit. And I can 100% see that right now. Oh my god. What's the fucking state of that? That is like cheat mode enabled right there. Cheat mode enabled. Right, so let's get the other ones on. So this is the one with the good tyre on. holding air, and for some reason the centre bore is smaller than these ones. There's one with a small centre bore, so that will not go over the hub. So I've just been looking and it doesn't make sense. It's the same wheel. Why has this got something in the middle of it? So I thought, is it just something stuck? And I'm hitting it and it's moving, so I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like a spigot ring or something, or a Land Rover version of a spigot ring, but I'm going to try and pull it out. God, it's really raining, boys, I'm not going to lie. Maybe it might take 3 minutes. I think that's like some sort of spigot ring. So I think that if I can take off the, it is quite tight in there, but if I can take off the centre cap, which I think I can, I should be able to whack it through with a hammer. So I've knocked the centre cap through, so let's see if we can whack this out, because hang on, like, this is not good to have. Oh, there we go, it's coming, because obviously it doesn't fit on the wheels. So let's just get this off. It is coming off. I think maybe it's something to do with ABS, or is it a spigot ring of a sort? But there we go anyway. So we'll be able to get that on now. There we go. What the f is that? I'm not gonna lie, guys, some of these nuts are bloody tight. You would not be able to do this without a breaker bar. Some of them are tight, and some of them aren't. So I'm glad that we're doing this, just to make them all even, you know. Because obviously we're talking down, right? Oh, this one's uh-oh, hammer time. Yes, sir, yes, sir. Yes, beastie. I just messaged Sean, who obviously sold the car. I said, have you still got the 5 wheel nuts? He says he will have them. They're probably at his unit, so he's going to let me know soon. We'll probably just go and get them, because we've only got 4 on most wheels and then 3 on that front left. Now you can legally drive with 1 missing, you can't legally drive with 2 missing, so if we do have to move it, we'll just put one of them old studs on. It's not the best, but technically it's not illegal because I've still got them on. But for the time being, we need to get on to the next thing on this list. Now the main thing, I said in the last video as well, was the first of all, how long did that take us to do some wheels? Oh my god. To be fair, it wasn't my fault. Well, it kind of was, but it's fine. The heat. I have a trick. Guru Cade told us about a trick. Now with this trick, we need a 5 litre bottle of water. I have no idea if this is going to work. Cade seems pretty confident on this. So last night, when he looked over the car, he found out that the water pump's fine, we've got pressure. He's saying we've got heat to the engine, but he was saying that we're not getting heat to the heater matrix. Now one of these is a really weird design. They have a thermostat, but the thermostat goes off in 2. One goes to the engine, one goes to the heater matrix. He was saying that it's quite common for the thermostats to fail either fully or just fail not opening one to the heater matrix. So he gave us a little trick that we could try, and this might open the thermostat. He said if this doesn't work, you're gonna have to buy a new thermostat. But luckily, Land Rover parts are not that expensive. So let's try this trick, and this trick involves 5 litres of water. So Guru Cade actually looked over the entire engine. He gave us a list of things that we need to do. But the main thing, I'm not gonna go over all of them because we're gonna get to them either in this video or the next one. But the main thing is that he actually said the engine is really good. He says the way he tested that is he opened this when it was running, and he says sometimes, I can't remember the words he used, but the main thing was, he says that when they start going, they start chugging oil, like chug, 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 chug out of here. He says, and if they're really bad, you can see them spitting. He says this one, there was absolutely nothing whatsoever. So he said the engine is really, 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 really healthy, which is good news. So the thermostat is down here. It's a plastic thing. You might not be able to see it now, but there's one that shoots off down, and there's one that shoots off left. And yeah, so that is the thermostat. Now what he's saying is the one that goes left goes to the heater matrix, and sometimes they fail or they half fail. Now he's gave us a little trick. Okay, so this is where it might get a little bit weird. I'm sorry for the road noise right next to the road, because the 350 is still immobile, so I hope you can hear me. So what we're going to do is we're going to tip this 5 litre bottle of water up, and we're going to put it into here. And this 5 litre, apparently this bit sits really nice in there, so we'll test that out in a minute. And what we're going to do is, when the engine's running, we're going to squeeze the water really hard, and apparently that's just going to give a little bit more pressure and push the thermostat open, and hopefully it'll free it from sticking. He said if this doesn't work, buy a new thermostat. The really reason it's good to try this is because he says that they are a bitch to bleed, and I've heard this from most people. I heard this from Sean, I heard this from him last night. They are a bitch to bleed. So if you can get them from sticking without draining all the coolant and having to re-bleed it again, it's good news. Right, so we're gonna come in here, we're gonna get a run in, and we're gonna make sure the heating is on full in here. Go. This is where I worry that water's gonna go everywhere. Well, let's just give it a go. I don't know if I'm doing it right, but I'm doing something. I don't know if that's gonna help. I don't know. He says it'll fit perfect, but to me that didn't fit very perfect. Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna work. Also, what we're gonna try is, Sean said try re-bleeding it. So what we're gonna do is there's a bleed screw here, and we're gonna crack that open until coolant starts coming out. Now they said what a good thing to do would be is to jack the front up a little bit, because what's happening is, obviously, they said sometimes this isn't the highest point and it's really hard to bleed the car. So we clap the bleed screw and you can see a lot of air coming out. So we're going to keep that running until there's no air coming out and actual coolant starts pissing out. I just had it running, I had the bleed screw undone, all the air came out. It was just like there was no air coming out for a while, and it's still not getting hot. The heater matrix pipes are like barely even warm at all, so I know no heat is going to the heater matrix. So we're gonna have to change the thermostat, which is annoying, but it is what it is. I expect to be doing some things like this. At least the engine gets them to temp. Right, so we come under here, set them again. Anti-roll bars just here. I think that's a 19 for the drop link, and then 2 13s above. Hopefully I can wiggle it over the exhaust and have to pull the exhaust off. I think I should be able to. So let's get this rear anti-roll bar off. This might be a 19mm spanner on here. Have I got it? I'm not sure. Nah, it's spinning. Right, so it's either a smaller spanner, or if you're not scared, just get a grip on there. Try not to grip it too tight, because you might burn the rubber. So just grip it enough just to grab it, just so you can get the nut off. So the fact you can just lie underneath it and just, you know, get stuff, you know, done, as long as it doesn't require taking the wheels off, you're pretty home sailing really. And that just makes everything so much easier. This one was a little bit more difficult to get to, but she's coming. She's coming. We've got some things to do to the alleys today as well. Yeah, I know, right? What a grafter. I know, boys, I know. What else are you gonna watch? Know what I mean? What else do you enjoy watching as much as me? I'm joking. Although some people do say that to me, and I really appreciate the people that do. Just look it round. Absolutely beautiful. There she is. Good job, lads. Good job. That is going to be the end of the video here. Well, we've done a lot today. We've still got a lot more to do on the list, but most of the things I've had to order. So I have ordered the things in. I can't wait to... so we're going to be changing some wiring looms and some gaskets and stuff. And we also need to fix the snorkel. The snorkel is not snorkeling at the minute because it's not plugged in properly. So we need to fix that. And we also need silicone and everything as well. Make sure it's all proper, ready to go off-road. I'm going to have to stop this now because I'm going to film a video on the Audi. It's going to be filmed on Patreon. So if you want to be a patron, it proper helps the channel. I can give that to people who support the channel. You get more videos, we do giveaways on there, and it's just a nice way to see behind the scenes and just, you know, have twice the content kind of thing. And it helps me out, and all the money from that goes back into the channel. So yeah, we're gonna have to end this video here, guys. I've done really well today, I'm proud of myself. But yeah, I've got to go and get the Audi done. So I love you all, and we'll see you in the next one.